Hey y'all. So I had something on my mind. I was like, thinking about, the concept of a soft life and, what I like to call the era of ease, right? And sometimes when you hear or you see things about, a soft life, you see like really fancy videos that highlights trinkets or things like that, and that's how their definition is. But or trips to here and there, and I was just like, I was thinking about it, I was like, soft life does not a soft life or an era of ease does not necessarily equate to money or spending money, or lots of money at that. you know Soft life and experiencing an era of ease could, first of all, it's based upon perception and experience, right? Like, what are you moving from and what you're moving towards, right? So, a softer life for one person may be going from a career or a job that had them working 12 hours a day on rotations to having a job that is Monday through Friday working 8 hours a day. As a soft life or era of ease from someone may be shifting from working nights to daytime, or it could be shifting from working weekends to in the weekday. And so that, I know it's the image of whenever we see the soft life or we see areas of ease, it can sometimes feel like it's unattainable and designed for a particular group, whoever that group may be. Um, but that it doesn't necessarily mean that it's for that you have to spend a lot of money, right? Or you have to spend money at all. Because sometimes it is a just a lifestyle um change or a change in life, right? Um a soft life moment could be, okay, you're about to decorate your balcony if you have one, and you're gonna start using it. Or it could be what I had started doing was like sitting down and um having tea in the morning and listening to very um intentional listening to intentional music that would help me relax, and bring in the day. For some people, it's lighting candles or sitting in meditation, but it doesn't have to be this over the top experience, right? It doesn't have to be an over the top experience, because for some people, if we think that is what soft life is, right? If no, no, let me clarify that. If we think that is the only way to interact with a soft life or obtain a soft life or go into an era of ease, then that is it's gonna always feel unattainable. I'm looking this way in the camera over here. It's gonna always feel unattainable, right? And so when we're saying I want to experience a soft life, what does that really mean for you? And it may be that grander, I don't want to say that, 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 an expansive vision, right? Because grandeur can mean something different to everybody, everybody else. Um, for me, having a iced hazelnut latte and being able to have the time to sit down and enjoy it with myself in in a dark room or a quiet space is softness to me, is error to me, and those are things that are attainable, and that can keep on going. The house is waking up now. But it doesn't have. I think we just have to continue to shift, because if, like, for me, if I am experiencing, like right now, I feel like I'm in my era of ease, where I have made certain things, that gray hair sitting right there. I have made I have made certain things in my life easy. And that's the dog. He is allergies, and he's waiting on his food. Someone else is getting his food. That's what you're hearing in the background. But it's it's if I lost my train of thought. Sorry. If I am experiencing ease, right, then I want other women to experience that as well. Like, this is what that looks like. This is a way that you can get that. And sometimes it may be, you figured out that you can take a flight to somewhere and do that 24-hour spin, and maybe it's opening up your time to where you can go have brunch with someone, or maybe it's to finally sit down and cook for yourself. Like, what does that look like for you, right? Not in the comparison to someone else, but really looking at that aspect of your life right now, looking at the aspects of your life and saying, where would I like for some pressure to be lifted off of me? Because I said I don't edit videos, so what we get is what we get. We stopped the video editing a long time ago. So a lot of it is thinking about where we are right now. And when we think about where we are right now, how can we release that pressure? Like, where are those pressure points in your life, and what can we do to release some of that pressure in life for yourself? Now, the thing about it is that it's not, and it may not be this huge change, right? On TikTok, and y'all, in my other video, I told y'all I deleted TikTok because I was spending too much time on there. But on TikTok, it was this young lady, and she was just showing her nighttime routine, and she had a slew of candles, and she had a slew of wax melts. She had a Starbucks coffee, and she was just filming her nighttime routine and things like that. And I was like, is that something that you can pick up and add? Is it like, okay, I'm finna start my candle collections, and when I'm starting my candles, maybe start out with 5 or 2 or 3, and you light them, and you sit and you have those moments for yourself, right? Because eras of ease and soft life may not be this dramatic thing that we dream or hope for, right? When I put it like that, I'm saying, oh, tomorrow somebody's not gonna come in and say, LaQuanda, you don't have to work another day in your life. Just focus on the things that you care about, and call it a day. That's not That doesn't happen for everybody. Let me say that. That doesn't happen for everybody. And so when you start looking at, I want my life to feel softer, you have to look at a practical way, right? It doesn't mean, and I think sometimes when you try to explain to people to look at things in a practical way, and I know my eyes, but I'm looking at the camera and I'm looking at the screen, but the camera is here. But when you try to encourage people to look at things from a practical standpoint, I think people try to make it seem like they're not being like having faith in what they believe in and things like that, and that's not the case. That is not the case whatsoever. Because the reality is, we, even the things that we dream of and even the goals that we have for ourselves, we have to work towards those things in the current reality that we are in. And so whenever I'm thinking about my dreams in the future or what I want to obtain in the future, I'm moving through my current reality. And there's certain things I'm going to step out on. There's certain things I'm going to be very, very, very practical about. You know, would I love to do certain things? But yes, I would, but I don't want to try to escape my current experience. I don't want whatever it is that I'm going to experience in the future to be an escape from what I'm experiencing now. Because I want to feel like what I am experiencing now has the opportunity to give me a level of joy. And I don't want to run from it. It's like right now, in this moment, during the first week of June, can I experience, softness? And this morning, even though the house woke up, this morning, being able to come upstairs, sitting down, the only thing I'm doing is drinking water. It's calm for the most part in the house, and just sitting here with myself. This is a softness for me. This is an ease for me. I'm not on this let me get up and go path this morning. I'm still, and I am intentionally still. I am taking a moment for myself and just enjoying being here. I may not necessarily watch something. I may play a little game on my phone, but I am intentionally allowing myself to experience this space. And giving yourself those things on a regular routine basis is being in a soft error, is being in an error of ease. And I am enjoying. I'm recording a video. I'm almost through.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting.
Okay. And so it's that beauty of doing that, being able to exhale, not because I'm tired, but to exhale because I have the space to do so. So I'm saying all this to say, when we think about soft errors, yes, there is a side that we swipe cards for, we book trips for, we buy things for, that, and I just want say, it's not settling, and you're not disconnecting yourself from a certain material experience if your initial focus as you work toward if your initial focus in your self error is looking at those things that may not have a huge financial drain on you right now, and seeing those things that you can add as you go, and that you can build up to, because your self error and your error ease does not necessarily have to take place within one given year. It does not necessarily have to take him outside, please. It doesn't have to necessarily, he just finished eating. It doesn't have to take place within that second year. Like, there isn't a, okay, this 1 year mark, now I'm fully living in my self error, my error ease. It can really be a take him downstairs. It can really be a I'm implementing this in this phase. This is what phase 1 looks like. This is what phase 2 looks like. This is what phase 3 looks like. And those phases, and this is the thing, those phases will change. Like, for me, they're constantly changing. As relationships change, they're constantly changing. And so, because of that, I adapt. Like, what does ease look like in this environment for me? What does ease look like in that environment? So, I just wanted to talk about that, because for some reason that was on my head. It's like yeah, that area of ease is going to look different. And I know sometimes when the conversation with Black women come about, and we say, okay, people, the conversation like, oh yeah, Black women should want to experience luxury. And I was like, yeah, we can experience luxury, but I also don't think luxury necessarily means a high cost. And I know we like, and I don't want to redefine a word, right? So let's keep luxury at a high value mark, right? What its intended definition was for. But I do feel like we can have the same response to it, and the same feeling to a emotional same, that we can have the same response to a monetary luxury experience as we could to things that don't have those price tags. So just just a reminders, like, your luxury experience may not not your luxuries, but your soft experience and your era of ease may be different, and will be different. It's not a may, it will be different from other people. And I want to say this: if your experience, your self experience, is a trip to Atlanta or a Carnival cruise, don't let anybody tell you that that's not doing anything or going anywhere. If it's doing something and going somewhere for you, then experience that. Like, you don't have to like, oh, I have to go to Paris. If you're excited about going to Atlanta, if you're excited about going to Houston, if you're excited about going to the other end of the state that you live in and stuff like that, and that is your softness, be okay with that. Like, the same way that people with those luxury experiences are okay with their with their experience. You be okay with how you see it for yourself. Don't let anybody shame you into thinking that you have to have this high price tag, or somebody has to come in and swoop in order for you to have a soft life or era of ease. So thank you for listening, and thank you for hearing the family as they wake up. Y'all have a good one. Bye.